Okay, friends and family, this is gonna be my first of many videos. This is my first one and I'm really excited. It's actually my first load as a solo driver, and I'm gonna be moving some styrofoam plates and stuff from a company called Stereolite in South Carolina, and I'm moving this to a Walmart distribution center, and they're in Opelousas, Louisiana, something like that. Okay, so I'm excited. It's my first load. It's been a long road for me since I decided to start trucking across the United States. Before, I used to work in accounting, and I have an accounting and a business degree, and so I did that for about 20 years, and then I did that for about 10 years. Then 10 years ago I started my own shipping business, but I got tired of that as well. So I was looking for something that gives me the freedom and something that makes good money, the freedom to travel. So I started considering trucking. So the first thing I did was I decided to ride with a friend of mine who's a trucker. And I went on the road with him for 10 days. Went to New York and went to Ohio, went down to Texas, and then back to Atlanta. And I just tried to get a feel of how the trucking life was. It's my first time using the truck stop showers, and I helped him open the doors and chock the tires. I really couldn't drive his truck because I didn't have a license then, and his insurance wouldn't allow me to drive his truck anyway. So I was just trying to learn more about the industry, see if it's something that I like, and then I would make a decision. So at the end of the 10 days, I decided, man, I'm really liking this, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to truck school. So I went to America's Driving Force, and I was there for 3 weeks. The first week we're in the classroom, then the second week we're in the yard doing all the maneuvers and stuff, and the third week they took us out in the road, and that was it. On the fourth week I went to the DDS and took my driving test, and I passed. I got my Class A license. Then it's time to find a job. That's when I started looking at all these YouTube videos, trying to figure out which company was the better one to choose. I ended up choosing Warner. So I went as a student in training with a trainer with Warner, and for about 6 weeks I was on the road with the trainer, going all over the United States, picking and dropping off loads. Twice I went to California, and really beginning to enjoy it. But it was tough living with somebody else in the same truck. It's their truck. He was an own operator. I was just there as his student, teaching me the ropes, and it really got uncomfortable sometimes, but I'm glad I stuck with it, because after about 6 weeks I went to the Warner terminal, tested out, and passed my test, and I became a certified driver, certified Class A professional driver. And so I was issued my own truck, which is this truck that I'm in right now. It's a 2013 Freightliner Cascadia Evolution. Really love it. I will show you around the truck again in one of my other videos, just a quick look around. I have my bed there. Sometimes I sleep on the top bunk, sometimes on the bottom bunk, sometimes top bunk, sometimes bottom bunk. I have my cooler there. I have my crock pots. Well, I don't have a crock pot actually, but I have something I cook with. One would let us use crock pots, I think. I have my food, my drinks, and I'm really liking the life on the road. Get to go to different places every day. This is like my corner office with a view, and my home is just back there, so I'm just a few steps away from the office. And so far so good, especially now that I have my own truck, and Nobody can tell me none, as they say. I mean, I can I can stay in the shower for 30 minutes if I want to without nobody saying, oh, it took too long. Or I can plan my own trips, where I'm going to take my breaks, what truck stops I'm going to go to, what rest areas I'm going to go to. Let me turn this off. So,
you have 7 hours and 28 minutes of remaining drive time.
Okay, that's enough time, thank you. So I'm really beginning to enjoy the trucking life now. So the freedom, the independence of it. It's interesting that I've been in the US 23 years and tried all kinds of different jobs, but I never would have thought that I would find my dream job behind the steering of an 18-wheeler, which is that's where I'm at right now. Some people might say, well, hey, you have 2 college degrees, what are you doing behind the wheel of a tractor trailer? I mean, go find you a nice, cushy office job or something. But we all like different things, and for me, this is what I like. I like being in a different city every day, traveling to different places. I was down in Laredo, Texas a couple weeks ago with my trainer, and we got to go into Mexico. I've been to Ventura, California, enjoy the ocean life in the Pacific Ocean. You know, I go to Florida, enjoy Miami. I mean, I really like being out on the road and just experiencing different stuff, meeting different people. I learned so much about all these different companies that supply Walmart. You go to Walmart and you see all these different products, and you wonder where all these products coming from. Well, I know, because I'm the guy who takes a trailer load of toilet tissue from Procter & Gamble to Walmart, or a trailer load of Budweiser to Walmart, not to the Walmart store, but to the distribution center. From there, it gets broken down into pallets. Maybe they might send 5 pallets to that particular store, mixed with all the other different general merchandise. And I'm learning a lot about business, actually. I can even start another blog, which I hope to start another blog, where I'll be talking about these different companies that supply Walmart, and, you know, Google, find out about them, how are they doing financially, whether or not their stock is a good buy. And because I would know that stuff based on the volume of stuff that's they send into. I'm like, how often I go there, how often other truck drivers go there, and the volume of stuff they send into Walmart. So you get to learn a lot about these different suppliers, and about, you know, how well they're doing or how poorly they're doing. So I look forward to that as well, so I can sort of stay on top of my former profession as a financial analyst, and at the same time I'm driving the truck to different cities and enjoying the freedom of the trucking industry as well. So that's about it for this first video, just like an introduction. I'm really excited to have this truck, and I was hoping to get most of the other students are getting a 2016. Most of the other, students, when they finish training, they're getting 2016 automatic trucks, but I'm happy that I got a manual, 10-speed manual. You see my gear head right there. I have a 10-speed manual transmission, which is the exact same truck that I was training on, actually. Only that was a Freightliner Cascadia, and this one's Freightliner Cascadia Evolution. So I'm thinking it's a little bit better than the regular Cascadia. And I like that my truck is white. Most of the other Warner trucks are blue. Mine's white, so it's easy to find in the parking lot, and matches my white trailers that I pull for Walmart and Sam's Club. So I'm looking forward to this, and I'm going to be making some other videos, and just in case you try to get into trucking, or you want to get some information about what the trucking life is like, or maybe you just want to find out about these companies that are supplying all this stuff to Walmart, because they're the world's largest retailer. Some of you might want to find out about not their trade secrets or anything like that, just business in general. You know, maybe you might want to be a supplier as well. You want to bring stuff from Africa that you want to start supplying Walmart. How do you go about that? So hopefully I'll be able to get that kind of information, and I'll be sharing my new trucking career with you as time goes by. So that's the end of the first video. I'm going to find a sign out that I'll be saying at the end of each video. But for now, I'll just say take care and God bless.